Hi, my name's Trent, and this is my Teaching and Learning in Aboriginal Education Assessment 1 YouTube video. I'd firstly like to acknowledge the country we are on today. I'd like to begin by acknowledging the traditional owners of the land on which I am recording this video on today, the people of the Kaurna Nation, and I pay my respects to their spiritual relationships with their country and to their elders past and present. Alright, so week 1, connection to country. I'm connected to Kaurna country. I was born on Kaurna country. I love the natural landscapes seen in national and local parks of the Kaurna area. I love the trees and the way the wind shapes their branches. I went to One Tree Hill Primary School and I can remember hearing the kookaburras in the trees during the mornings, which was a very peaceful experience for me, as I found school a very stressful place. And I found the trees, just looking at them, so calming. I love the nature. I love the grass. I love just looking out the car window and seeing it all the time. I also love playing on the playground as a kid with the bark and the trees as well. I love the trees. And the grapevines as well, which is what I've got a picture there of for. There's a Ulibarri winery, which is not too far from my house. You can go through. And I just love walking through the winery. It's just a calming experience in Kaurna country. And my weekly group task is in the bottom corner there. Alright, week 2, connection to friends and family. So my mum and grandparents are from Portsmouth, England. My great-grandparents are from Ayr, Scotland. And I'm the first in my family to be born on Kaurna country in Australia. My mum, Nana and Gran are in this photo, just up here, just above me. And the black and white photos are of my great-grandparents. There's also one just on the left-hand side from the picture of my Nan, Gran and Mum. That's of my great-grandmother when she was younger. There's also a picture here of my friends. I have a lot of friends here, some Aboriginal and some non-Aboriginal. I do not have permission to show the Aboriginal friends' photographs, so I have not. And I value their different perspectives and the way they help me with decision making and supporting me with my passions. Week 3, names I'm connected to. So my name is Trent. It means torrent or gushing water. It was originally used as a last name for people who lived near the River Trent in England. Due to the nature of the river frequently bursting its banks, Trent can also mean theft or trespasser. My middle name is Patrick, derived from the word patrician, which means nobleman or of noble origin. Historically, the firstborn child in my family is named after the grandparent. My grandmother's name is Patricia, and her grandfather's name was Patrick, and my great-grandfather's name was Fitzpatrick. My mother was going to make my middle name Fitzpatrick, but considered it too posh-sounding, so she moved the Fitz and just remained with Patrick. My last name, like many others from Celtic origin or of Old English origin, comes from the occupation of the last name. Weller is derived from the word wellerman. It's an Old English word for someone who digs wells in a village. So my ancestors might have been well diggers. I have a picture of the River Trent up here along with the teacup. This is because a lot of teacups are made from the clay that is collected by the banks of the River Trent, and I like to collect teacups personally, which links to my name. I like my name. I wouldn't know what else I'd be called if I wasn't called Trent. Week 4, my cultural artifact. So my cultural artifact may not be the oldest, but it holds a strong connection with me and my family. An old British tradition is known as silvering the baby, which means whenever you meet a newborn child for the first time, you are to put a silver coin in the baby's hand. It means that the baby will always have money when they have grown up. As silver is not used to make coins anymore, it's usually zinc these days, it can be hard to keep this tradition going. This silver coin, which is on the screen now, is worth 1 crown, which is equivalent to 25 pence, old pence, or 50 cents Australian. From England, the coin is from England. It's from the Isle of Man, which is territory just off of England. It's a little island. And this one here is to celebrate the centenary of the horse-drawn tram, which is quite interesting. This silver coin here has been used the silver baby since my birth. Oh, no, sorry, since the birth of my uncle, when it was given to my grandmother from her mother in the hospital as silver coins were being phased out. The coin is now kept under plastic with a few other coins which are similar to it and comes out whenever a new family member is born or whenever a friend has a child and we meet them for the first time. And week 5, world overview and my understanding of myself. Reflecting upon myself from the previous few weeks, I have learned so much because this course I didn't believe. Let me start again. Before this course, I didn't believe I had a cultural identity, as I hadn't really understood the term before. I thought the term was used to describe someone's religion or culture they belong to. Now I see that everyone has a cultural identity no matter what background they come from, and that a cultural identity is mainly based, in my opinion, on your values and beliefs you have been brought up on. In context for how I currently see myself in relationships with Aboriginal people, I am not. I don't have any Aboriginal friends. I don't have any Aboriginal co-workers. I don't have many interactions with Aboriginal people other than serving them at work or passing by them in the street. My first interaction with an Aboriginal person was when I was in the city with my mum going to Rundle Mall to buy some Christmas gifts when I was a child. I was around 4 or 5, and as we were walking up King William Street, my mum told me to get behind her as some Aboriginal people were coming past with alcohol bottles in their hands and they were yelling and swearing to each other. As a young child, I was quite scared by this, and it took me a long time to understand that not everyone is like that, and that not Aboriginal people are all like that. White people can do the exact same thing. They can walk down with a bottle of alcohol in their hand and swear as well. I I've had some Aboriginal friends throughout my life, but I haven't kept in contact with them over the years. I do feel that my relationships with Aboriginal people do need work, but I don't really know where to go about it. The term racism by Cotton Wool really resonated with me because I feel like I have done it in the past. I don't know what the right answer or what the appropriate response would be, so instead of asking, I would just I wouldn't say anything and just keep quiet. I want to stop that. This course has made me want to ask those questions so I can better educate myself with my Aboriginal relationships. In context for how I currently see my challenges in meeting standards 1.4 and 2.4, and how I am going to continue to work towards meeting these standards, I will be continuing to build on my relationships with Aboriginal people. I will not go out and purposely find Aboriginal people, as that is tokenistic, but if they naturally occur, I will endeavour to learn about Aboriginal culture from them if they allow me to. I will also work with ACOs and OCEDOs to learn how to develop strategies for supporting and teaching Aboriginal students. I will also further develop my strategies for teaching Aboriginal students by doing extensive research from reputable sources and from mostly Aboriginal sources, as most white written sources are more often than not whitewashed. And the photos on the slide are of my world, my friends, family, and the things I love and love doing. And that is all. Thank you.